Why use compression for a school website? You've got exactly 3 seconds. That's how fast your brain needs to process this scenario in a Cambridge 0478 exam. If you just thought of the most obvious, basic answer, you're already caught in the trap that destroys top-tier grades every single year. Let's start the compression speed run.
So, looking right at this exam scenario again, why use compression for a school website? It seems incredibly straightforward, right? But examiners are ruthlessly testing whether you actually know how to apply the theory, or if you just memorized a textbook definition.
And here's the proof. If you write, to make files smaller, which, let's be honest, makes perfect logical sense, you get absolutely 0 marks. Literally nothing. It's totally generic. It's the kind of perfectly average answer that looks right to a student but screams 0 marks to a Cambridge examiner.
Because here is the painful reality. Memorizing your terminology without applying the context, it absolutely destroys your grade. You can't treat compression like some isolated vocabulary word. It's a digital problem-solving tool. The examiner doesn't want a dictionary definition. They're looking to see if you understand exactly what problem compression solves in this specific real-world scenario.
Section 1. The ordinary revision trap. The way most students study is actively sabotaging them. Look at these classic wrong turns. These are exactly how you throw away easy marks. You've got vague wording like, it makes it faster, or a huge one, confusing memory, like RAM with storage, like a hard drive. Then there's missing the actual process steps of how compression works, or completely ignoring the context of the question entirely, like our school website, or even just giving an advantage like save space without providing any technical reasoning to back it up.
In a moment, I'm going to show you the exact examiner clue that changes a 0-mark answer into a full-mark answer. But first, you need the framework that makes that clue completely obvious. Because once you install this system in your mind, you are literally never going to write a generic 0-mark answer again.
Section 2. The examiner's secret framework.
Okay, we need to shift from just knowing the theory to applying a rigorous method. This is the exact discipline path that examiners reward. Step 1, identify the specific requirement of the task. Step 2, classify the relevant data, hardware, or process. Step 3, explain how the process works in a clear logical sequence. And Step 4, honestly, the absolutely crucial one, connect your explanation straight back to the context. Whether you're dealing with a school network, an embedded system, or a massive database, your answer must stay locked inside that specific scenario. Generic responses just don't get the marks.
To actually execute that framework under severe exam pressure, you need to use this 4-prompt memory structure. What is it? How does it work? Where is it used? And why is it better or worse than the alternative? If you can answer these 4 prompts out loud for any given topic, your knowledge is officially ready for the exam. But if you stumble on even one of them, yeah, you need to go back to the notes.
Section 3. Spot the fatal error.
Now let's take that framework and apply it to a harder Cambridge-style boss battle. Read the scenario carefully. Explain the aim of compressing a video file for a smartphone. This is a realistic, high-value scenario. Notice the specific components here. It isn't just a generic file, it's a video file. And it's not just any device, it's a smartphone.
Take a look at this student's answer. It compresses the video so it takes up less memory and downloads faster. I want you to mentally pause for a second and really think about this. At first glance, it sounds technically okay, right? But what mark would you honestly give this?
Seriously, what is the fatal error in this answer? Missing this specific detail or using the wrong terminology here is exactly how grade boundaries slip through your fingers. Think back to our 4-prompt memory structure and those classic wrong turns we just talked about. Did this student answer in context? Did they use the right terms?
Well, here is the ruthless examiner-style correction. This answer totally fails to anchor to the smartphone context. Plus, it fundamentally confuses memory, which is RAM, with the storage space on the phone itself. And on top of that, it completely lacks any technical explanation of the compression process. It's really just a string of vague claims. And this brilliantly highlights the massive difference between just knowing the theory and actually writing a top-band answer. On the left, we've got our flawed answer, full of generic memory confusion. But on the right, check out this top-band answer. Compression reduces the file size of the video, which saves secondary storage space on the smartphone. It also reduces the bandwidth required, allowing the video to be streamed or downloaded more quickly over a cellular network. You see the specificity there? Storage, bandwidth, cellular network. That right there is how you lock in maximum marks.
So the real trick is how you train yourself to produce those top-band answers naturally every time. You've got to use the 0478 revision cycle. Pass 1, secure your definitions and clearly contrast similar terms, so you literally never confuse memory and storage again. Pass 2, rehearse those worked, structured explanations out loud. And Pass 3, exam adaptability. You mix up the scenarios, take the exact same concept and apply it to a website, and then a robot, and then a database.
The number one, just remember this. It only takes one missing contextual link to drop a full grade boundary in computer science. Just one generic sentence instead of a highly specific one. Your strict discipline in applying this framework is what actually protects your grade. But here is the massive unresolved problem. You could perfectly compress that smartphone video. You could save storage, optimize bandwidth, and write the absolute perfect top-band exam answer about the aims of compression. But what happens when that perfectly compressed data is transmitted across a network and intercepted by a malicious third party? Mastering compression is totally useless if you fail the next hardest skill on the syllabus: data transmission and security.
Let's see how this builds into your next mandatory speedrun, because you absolutely cannot leave this system vulnerable. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ace the Exams, at acetheexams_IGCE to excel in your Cambridge examinations. You need to follow that progress arrow right now to uncover the interception trap.
You have the compression framework locked into your mind now. But an unsecured network is going to cost you just as many marks as a generic answer. Jump into the Data Security Explainer right now, and let's secure the data. I'll see you there.